Next, it's my honor and privilege to introduce to you our President and CEO, Mr. Gray Thornton, and Paige Culver from Development.
Good evening. Congratulations, Darren. Exceptional accomplishment, and as you know, you have joined the ranks of the tough men, but also the tough women. What an incredible convention that we've had thus far, the expo, the auctions, the events, the fun, and of course, the people, the Wild Sheep Foundation family. Over the past couple of nights, I've spoken of this family's unmatched generosity, which enables us to direct unmatched dollars to the wild sheep resource and conservation. Your generosity enables us to keep our focus on the ram, ewe, or lamb on that ridgeline. Your generosity enables us to set greater goals, ascend higher ridges, and make steeper climbs to benefit wild sheep and the wild sheep we cherish. Your generosity enables us to keep climbing. Ladies and gentlemen, upon reaching the 100-member Marco Polo Society goal and exceeding our $10 million funding objective, we knew we needed to establish a new society to provide WSF members a route to support our mission and purpose. We tasked our Endowment Development Committee to come up with a plan, and that they did. Members Zach Higgins, Gary Raba, and Tim Vanderweede, under the leadership of the committee chair, Kevin Rinke, developed our Keep Climbing campaign, which we launch officially tonight with this short film.
You know, I think there's something in all of us that dreams of an apex and the biggest challenge that you could ever come up with in hunting or fishing or whatever you love to do. And I think sheep represent that apex. They live at the top of the mountain. They're one of the greatest trophies in the world just by the nature of where they live. To me, there's no game animal that quite compares to them. Wherever the phrase wild sheep resonates, whether an intimate conversation or boldly inscribed on a page, the word mountain is seldom absent. Certainly mountains may stand alone. Many are untouched by the presence of wild sheep, but never the reverse. Wild sheep are only found in the majestic mountains that cradle them. Every sheep hunter is forever transformed when, after days or even years of relentless pursuit, they finally wrap their hands around the horns of their first ram. As the years pass, things like measurements and scores that once seemed so important fade from memory. Because the priceless treasure that takes its place, the one that will stay with you forever, is the reflection on that grueling vertical ascent, or as sheep hunters call it, the climb. That climb, that physical toll of busted lungs and worn out legs, will always be remembered simply as the price you are willing to pay. Most sheep hunters carry with them a vivid recollection of the moment when their guide, their friends, and more often than not, their true inner spirit had them push on. After a moment of heavy breathing and a deep dig into their soul, They rise up and embrace the timeless challenge of the sheep hunter, the unyielding call to keep climbing.
Keep Climbing is a new, dynamic giving campaign designed to appeal to all Wild Sheep Foundation members, no matter their current level of donor support. Built on the principle that wherever we are in our journey as stewards, there is always a need and a way to advance in our commitment for the conservation of wild sheep. No other group of hunter conservationists embody the spirit of stewardship like the esteemed Marco Polo Society. Since its founding in 2008, this dedicated circle has made unparalleled financial contributions and achieved Wild Sheep Foundation's goal of 100 members in January 2024. And since forming in 2013, the Chadwick Ram Society have contributed an additional $2.6 million. Keep Climbing was created to inspire current and future generations by offering a giving vision to continue to ascend in their efforts to financially support the mission of the Wild Sheep Foundation. By joining this journey, you're not only supporting conservation of wild sheep and the mountains they call home, you're becoming a part of a legacy. Together, through the Chadwick Ram, Marco Polo, and now, newly introduced Mountain Royalty, Legends, and Pinnacle Societies, we're forging a future where wild sheep thrive. Your financial support of the Wild Sheep Foundation will ultimately determine if future generations of hunters will have a reason to climb a mountain into its high country. For a mountain that has lost its sheep is a mountain that has lost its magic. Since we began our climb, we have come far. But together we must keep climbing to support our purpose of putting and keeping wild sheep on the mountain.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keep Climbing is a giving vision that you can ascend, whether you're an annual member, a life member, a Summit Life member, a Chadwick Ram Society member, or a Marco Polo Society member. You can continue supporting wild sheep as you climb. The Mountain Royalty Society has 3 levels, Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond, and will recognize new members tomorrow evening. We also established a Legends Society, as well as our highest giving level, the Pinnacle Society. Paige Culver, our development director, will help us recognize our first Pinnacle Society members tonight. Paige?
Thank you, Gray. It's so great to be back in the room with all of you here at Sheep Show. If you're judged by the company you keep, I think we're all doing pretty darn good. Throughout WSF's history, it's no secret that we've been blessed time and again with members and donors who go above and beyond the call of duty. This is quite characteristic of the WSF family. This is also true of our guests on stage tonight, Lee and Penny Anderson. Lee and Penny have built and continue to build an incredible legacy by giving to various charitable organizations, from education to conservation, veteran program support, as well as much needed support in the field of women's cardiovascular health. Lee and Penny are making a profound impact that will last for generations. And this truly is the central theme of WSF's Keep Climbing campaign. Having a heart, but also a vision for the future. Mr. Anderson has been recognized as Chair Emeritus for the Wild Sheep Legacy Foundation Board of Trustees. Not only that, Lee and Penny were our first $1 million donors. They eagerly joined the Marco Polo Society in 2010, and then, upon discovering the Chadwick Ram Society, they joined as platinum-level benefactors in 2021. During this time, they were also fulfilling an additional and very generous commitment to the Wild Sheep Legacy Foundation Endowment Fund, which was completed in December of 2024, bringing us that much closer to our endowment funding goals. Lee and Penny, there is not time enough to give justice to your incredible philanthropic endeavors, but it is very clear to all of us that your heart is to leave the world better than you found it. And with all of your efforts to meet the needs of so many deserving organizations, and there are a lot, all of us in this room are incredibly thankful that you didn't forget about the most spirited group of hunter conservationists in the world. The most spirited group of hunter conservationists in the world. That's right. Thank you very much. That's better. The Wild Sheep Foundation. We are grateful to have you as part of the WSF family and, of course, for your generosity. For all of these reasons, the Wild Sheep Foundation is honored to recognize you, Lee and Penny Anderson, as our founding Pinnacle Society members. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Like all of us in this room know, you couldn't do this if you didn't have a good partner. For 60 years, Penny's put up with this hunting stuff and loved every minute of it. It wouldn't be possible without a good wife that understands this. We love wild sheep. We were members back in the early 80s, and we've continued to be so along the way. It's a wonderful organization, and this recognition, Gray, is truly a highlight of our lives. Thank you.
Thank you.